Welcome to Troggy Trog's Let's Play Dungeons and Dragons Online. Well, here we are at the vile Apothecary. Its proof is in the poison, but before we get to that, I'm going to do a daily dice roll. Alright, we can probably use those heroism pots. At least for this quest. And we'll go ahead and use that now. So we have 2 extra heroism pots. We have another one that's level 10, 2 level 10s here. So, all right. And one other thing I want to check was see if we need any points to spend. We're still holding a level. Okay, so I went to the auction house and I bought 3 trinkets for under, I would say, like 4,000 flat. 2 of them were Ioun stones. Total 4,000 flat for all 3. One was a dusty rose, which is a protection one. It gives you like +1 protection. There's another one that gives you +2 intelligence that I got, so like a scarlet and blue or something like that. And then the other one I found was a it won't be able to be used until level 7, but it's something that we can actually utilize. It has a colorless slot on it, and it gives us all the time it's equipped the protection from evil spell. So it's basically like having a permanent protection from evil. So we won't be able to get commanded. So that we'll be able to equip that at level 7, say a trinket that we got, Silver Flame trinket. So anyway, that is about it for the updates. Everything's ready to go, and we're about to start the hardest quest at level, at least in this level range. So let's see how well we do. The good thing is that's going for us is it's on normal. The bad thing going for us is it's a super hard quest. Considering we have starting gear and all that. So, all right, let's get underway. Proof is in the poison. I think first thing I'm going to do right off the bat is we do have a hireling here. The main reason I have this guy isn't really to use him to, heal me and all that stuff. He has this divine vitality clicky, which is really nice. So I'm going to buff myself. And then I'm going to deal with, the guys and stuff that's up here. But he'll give me some divine vitality, so I won't have to use my spell pots. And yes, I do have a few spell pots that we've gotten so far from doing our quest. We have about 5 of them total. They're nothing major, but they'll be able to fill up that blue bar as we utilize those. So let's go ahead and buff ourselves up here. These aren't going to be very long buffs, but I think we'll just get a couple that we know we need. I know acid and fire is usually the 2 main ones. We'll go ahead and I did the animation, but it didn't give me anything. Alright. I think everything else is good. Let's just have him give me a divine vitality. And maybe we'll save the other one, I guess. Alright, let's get our bow. Do this. Make sure my spot helmet's on. Look at all my other pieces of gear. Okay, so this guy should be safe here, I hope. Alright, let's get up here. Oh, I'm stuck on this guy. What the heck? I must have jumped around on top of that guy or something. Whoa!
Overwhelming.
What was that?
As many as you can.
What was that? 78 points of damage from what? From falling. Okay. That was weird. Alright, whatevers. That's just messed up. Like, that guy just kind of appeared underneath of me as I jumped up on top of that spot. That would have been the first time I died, and it would have been from some kind of glitch in the game. I couldn't move. It was like earlier when I was at 2 other times it's happened that way, where I kind of got stuck in place and I couldn't move, and I was in combat. There's a guy. There's a bunch of guys here. want to watch those Masmataz arrows. This guy didn't get in on the fight when we were doing that. That's interesting. I'm gonna clear out just a little bit here, and so we know there's nothing else down here. Okay. All right. So let's get one more fire resistance. Oh, for me. And I'm gonna drink one of these cure lights just to top myself off here without having to use his spell points. But we need to go. Oh, there's a guy there too. Need to go over here. Alright. Now we're spotting, so I'm gonna search here. I can't remember the way to do this. There's a trick to this. Alright. This is a really tricky one because if there's a fire trap that shoots basically from left to right, as we're seeing on the screen here, so if I remember correctly. I don't know if there's two of them, but I'm gonna jump over to the other side and check. It looks like I'm not. I'm gonna go and do a search here just to make sure. Okay. There's a lever down there we need to grab. Alright, still spotting danger, so let's check. Let's get in sneak mode. Should be close enough to it. Yeah, this is one of those quests where I've seen it a lot of times, especially in the puggy groups, you know. They'll just be a total party wipe right here. Alright, we have that door open up above. That's the one that's across the bridge up above, so now I need to go up. Yeah, you gotta be on your toes in this quest. Speaking of that, let's rebuff these again. Actually, let's have him cast the Divine Vitality too. I want to keep him as close to this side of the quest as possible. I don't want my hireling getting killed. I mean, he's got all those bonuses from augments, but I do not need him getting killed. You see how these guys, most of these guys are casters, and they use Melf's acid arrow. That's why I have the Melf. The acid resist. Checking behind me. Make sure there's no respawns. Like I said, this is a extremely. Oh, that was weird. That guy was still standing as I went through him. This is an extremely hard quest at level. Even I would say even for you know, people with ship buffs and all that, because it's just, you know, on your own. Now, if you're in a party, it's not probably as hard because you have all the complement of having, you know, the party makeup. But when you're by yourself running this quest, it can be very challenging. And I didn't bring a lot of cookies with me. I kind of wanted to challenge myself a little bit with this one. Maybe my resist fire is already worn off. The main two things in here are the shield and the acid. If you can get those to resist, you're doing pretty good. Most of this, from this point on, most of the traps, if I remember correctly, are going to be acid or you're going to be dealing with magic missiles from casters and also acid arrow from casters. Okay. And oh yeah, I think there's only one shrine in this quest too, which obviously makes it challenging. Oh wow, a lot of break pulls there. I'm just Q spamming them so let me get it, make sure it hits. Oh cool, I got my Cure Life Wounds potion back that I already used. Alright. Now, this could be where we need a hireling again, but we'll see. I mean, we have ways. We're not strong enough now. I have a tricky trick, and we do have the heroism pots. We'll use the, say the 10-minute one. And then, we'll equip this. It's a 30% chance, and we'll use this. It'll give us a pretty, pretty close to a 50% chance. Aha. That was one. Alright, let's switch our stuff around here. That's kind of why I bought that fireball wand, because I was getting kind of tired of using cookies and hirelings to open up doors that I can't open other because I'm not strong enough. But we'll get there eventually. Once we get some strength items and things like that, we won't be so bad on some of these doors. Because on normal, most of the DCs aren't that high. It's just, I have an 8 strength on this guy. I didn't put any points into it, so it makes it a little bit challenging to try to get the stat up that high. Right, go ahead and get another acid. And we got a minute left on the wand, so that's good. Okay, I was gonna say, let's go do this. You can actually cut the webs. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can get some body feeder going on here. There we go. That'll come in handy. I want to check here real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. That body feeder is still really, really powerful. I don't want to go all the way up this yet. I want to make sure I'm going the right direction. This is a very labyrinthian dungeon. You won't see it yet on the map, but eventually, once we get this map, more exploration done on this map, you'll see the fog of war will kind of, remove on the map, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. You better save on my trip. You got 8 legs. Alright, so we got the door. Might as well break this down. Let's back up, make sure there's no one really there. Okay. We'll probably go back there because I think you have to go there first, but I want to check this direction. Oh, that one popped out of nowhere. There's a lot of things popping out of nowhere in this quest. Yeah, okay, this is just I'm just trying to get the conquest and the exploration, but real quickly, what's a strange torch apparatus thing here? Real quickly, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now we started, let's see, we started right here. This is where Arius is. So you can see this is already getting kind of convoluted, but this is going to go this way, I believe, all the way down here, and then it's going to go over here, and it's a bunch of it's like maze-like tunnels and passageways, and you have to do a lot of running back and forth. So this is gonna be a challenging quest. Hopefully we can get it done properly. Before we head out here, give me one more of those, and I think we'll be good for now and everything else. Oh, darn it. So I switched my... I thought I switched that and I didn't. I gotta watch that resistance. It's only, you know, the other thing I have that's going for me is I have a resistance wand we picked up in the Irestone Inlet quest for one of the chests in there. I'm gonna go ahead and drink another. I don't mind going through these Cure Light Wounds pots. I'm gonna eventually just get serious wounds pots. So, you know, we'll use these up and then switch. See, we got a long ways to go, and I'm already running out of cookies and things. Expedition's Retreat's starting to run down. It's a long quest, and a lot to do in it. All right, I'm gonna check this way and then try to get my bearings. The good thing about this quest, now the one redeeming quality is there's a lot of breakables, which if you don't have anything to, you know, as far as gear, and if you're like me, where you're kind of starting off with a very little goodies, you're going to get a good chance of picking up at least a pretty good amount of potions and gems and things like that. So at least, you know, your repair bill will be covered, and and you should be able to also cover the expense of. Well, not so much the expense, but you should also be able to get, you know, replace the potions you're using. There's a lever there. This one's red, so we need to probably throw the red lever to get that open. Well, he just shot a Nyax cold. Like I said, the main ones I'm concerned about are the Melsat's arrow. I have a pretty high reflex save, so a lot of these...
this door is locked from the other side.
You can't pick it either. This is actually one of the last spots you go to. Like, it's like you need to go do a lot of other stuff, and we'll come back to that. Ooh, that was a crit. We have that mouse running. That would be doing a lot of damage per tick every 2 seconds. And I think it's 10 seconds of ticks. That's like 5. It gets the initial tick, and then like I think like 5 more. You definitely don't want to be taking damage from that. Like I said, I'm going to use up some of these potions so they don't. You know, no longer in my inventory, just save some inventory space, but I don't want to use them just to use them. I mean, just might as well top off between fights. Oh boy, I hate these iron defenders. They get the grease that they spit out. Like I said, now I may be going the wrong way because, like, oh, here's a red one here. There's 2 of these we need to pull. Oh, I did hear something open, so... So now we have to slay 100. Like we hit that whatever 30 or 40 mark it was. Now there's there's a lot of guys to kill. We're not even very close to. I think there's like close to 200 or more in here, maybe even 300. That's a lot. Anyway, alright, so let's get another resist, and let's do another shield. Oh man, I gotta be careful of these. I'm running kind of low, and I'm gonna get some fails out of that. Yeah, okay, let's go. Probably conserve my last expeditious retreat. Okay, so this went down. We basically just made a full loop. We were already over here earlier, and we went up this way. This is open now. The main thing is like when you're exploring these dungeons and you're unfamiliar, just try to remember the colors of things. Levers, have colors usually, or runes with certain markings on them, and you just, it's like, okay, I passed this when it was red, so then we came across a red switch, a red lever, so we knew we needed to pull the red lever. This is a yellow, kind of orangey color. So then we just go back and look for that. I'm actually gonna drink. We have 2 of those barkskin potions now. I'll drink that too. Why not? It's gonna just take up space and not do me much good. But we have 2 of these potions, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. That'll increase our armor class. I'll show you real quick here. So now we got a really decent armor class. At least, for me, it's pretty decent. All right, so we're gonna do another quick run over this area. Looks like everything's done. Yeah, we're all done this side. So, and now this is open. See, that opened up. We'll come back to that in a second. I want to go back down here, or up north here. Let's see, this is, we haven't really gone this area here yet, right? Yeah, we haven't done this, and this might be an area that we don't need to come back to, so I want to just make sure. And there's a gate here, though. Let me see this. So eventually that gate will probably come down. So we may come back to this area later. It's been a while, so like I said, it's been a real long while since I've done a lot of these quests, and this one especially. This is not a lot of people's favorite quest to run. So we're gonna save this. Yeah. I may invest in some that's the spider web area, so I may invest in some haste potions or something like that eventually. Now imagine if we didn't have that 60% fortification right now. If I only had that 25. Oof. Because I've already been critted a couple times, I think. I know one hit me for 10. Let's get another one of these while we're thinking about it. Trying to stay on the move here while he's casting spells. Okay, so we have south and north. I think we'll head north first. Citrine. See, there's remember, like I was saying several quests back, always check, you know, behind you, you know, your periphery doesn't catch everything. Like, especially when you start a quest, but here we are in the middle of this hallway, and if you look at those boxes, you'd be like, okay, I got the one on top. I'm gonna keep moving, not a big deal, but since I turn around, you know, I get these extra ones. There's a lot of breakables in this quest. And I don't think the storage bins, if I remember, yeah, okay, never mind, maybe they do. 120 breakables already. I want to say something in here counted as, it was different. It was like, it didn't count as a breakable, it counted as like an actual, like a kill or something like that, but I could be wrong. And we need to keep our eyes out for traps too. I'm almost positive it might not be this hallway. One of these hallways, you go down, you pull a lever, and then on your way back, all these acid traps start shooting out. There's a lot of acid traps in this quest. Oh boy, that wasn't good. Once he hit me with magic missiles, and I didn't have this running. Let's get this going again here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and boost it. I'm at it. I'm gonna go ahead and use these since I can. And back to this. I'll go ahead and use one of these. Check what's going good here. Oh, yeah, I'll drink a pot or two here. One will do with this. You punk, I just drank a pot. That guy can target me, but I can't target him. See that? Alright, do we have any colored levers or anything here? No, no good. Okay, this is the one. See all these pipes on the floor? You can already tell. That's not good. When you see pipes and things like that, especially those small kind of, you know, smaller diameter pipes, it's not like a sewerage pipe. It's like a gas pipe. It's gonna have some bad things happening here shortly. Okay, we need this key. Alright, I heard it turn on. Alright, so we got our goodies. This will probably be a good spot for expeditious. These aren't traps that I think we can disarm either, so we're just gonna have to avoid the acid. Alright, so we went through that side, we got the key. I don't think we can do anything else down that way, but there are some, there was at least one or two little gates there that might open up later. Now we probably want to go the other side here to the south. I want to say that south is probably the way to go first, and then we go back and get the gold key, but I don't recall which way you're supposed to go.
This door is locked from. You gained entry through the locked door.
I'm doing it right. Okay.
Thual is keeping.
Oh, these are violet slimes. These are the ones that break apart when you. Yep. Look, I already got a green alert because of all these. Let's head over here and get a better shot at them. It's not a big deal, you know, if you break them apart like this. It just takes more time to kill them because they break apart into smaller oozes. But that is one of the coolest things about this game. I've said it before. I love the oozes and gelatinous cubes and things like that. You just don't see that in any other video game other than maybe like old school dungeon crawl games. Something like Legend of Grimrock or something. By the way, I saw part 2 of Legend of Grimrock. Didn't even realize it came out a second one. And it looks really good. I mean, it looks like way better than the first one. And it's old school style. I mean, but they're pretty modern video games. But the first Legend of Grimrock, I actually own that one. That's a lot of fun. I've never played it all the way through though. That's something I'm considering to doing with my Troggy Trog channel. Yeah, I better get up here first before I start messing with that stuff. Alright, so we're getting low on that. Now we can always call our little buddy over and he can give us some more divine vitalities. So I'm just gonna avoid these thingies for now. They look like they're no good now. And then, you know, yeah. There's another room that's similar to that room there, but it's much more complicated. So my shield just ran out. Come on, stop that. Yeah, I'm shooting and nothing's happening. It's like, oh, stop that already. Alright, gosh. I wish some of these wands would last 10 or 15 minutes, yeah. We'll save those. Just said, we'll just stick with our 2 main for now. I mean, I've already been hit by Mel's acid air at least 10 to 20 times. You know, it's a good thing I got that resist. And it's only a DR10 that I'm using now. If we were on Elite, I would be taking acid damage. Because that DR10 just won't, I don't think will prevent it. It may prevent it, but I don't think it does. I think you'd have to have at least, you know, probably a DR20 or 30, I would think. But I could be wrong. See, and see how it's like, which way do we go? We have so many choices. And so, you know, I'm just letting instincts kind of kick in. I know I've done this before, so, you know, I'm kind of letting, it's not really memory so much as just instincts, you know. It's like, okay, I know I've been here before. I'm not exactly sure which way to go, but I'm kind of just going to go with what feels right.
This door is locked from the other side.
Oh, we got a violet slime. It's one thing I really liked about Skyrim didn't have the best AI, but it has a lot better AI in most games, and it's still lackluster. I think one thing about video games is the artificial intelligence is so ridiculous. But those violet slimes should have been attacking whatever they could get their ooze onto, you know, like whatever And you can see these rooms are getting a little bit more complicated. We'll come back here in a second. I want to just check the. It said the DM said this door is locked. I wanted to make sure. Okay. This might be a good spot to teleport our guy here. This is one thing that's kind of game break or immersion breaking, I guess. So, I mean, it's not that this is the most immersive game ever, but you know, it is kind of immersion breaking to have you know, that teleport ability. You know, just ta-da! He's like all of a sudden he's just there. All right, so he's off. I'm gonna do another one of these real quick, and then we'll keep going. Anyway, what's the thing about artificial intelligence? You know, Skyrim, you'd often have like 3 and 4. And I've even seen like 4, 5 or 6 different parties fighting each other in combat. One of the really cool things about that. Oh boy, this is good. One of the cool things about Skyrim, actually, you know, man, these really doing some crowd control on me. I'm just glad that Violet Slime got killed. But that Violet Slime, like I said, like that Violet Slime shouldn't be in any kind of allegiance to any of these Quickfoot guys, because it's just a slime. It's just an animal. It's not like it's trained. It's like a instinctual creature that, you know. So, all right, here's our shrine. This would be a really good spot to bring our guy. Actually, let's just bring him here and like park him right there. I think would be good. This darn. Speaking of AI. It's these darn cooldowns. They didn't used to have those, or at least they were much shorter. That's what it is. You gotta wait. The game makes you wait just to click a. Oops, I'm slipping the acid there. Just to do something silly like that. So you hop over and go up here. All right, it's well, we got a shrine here, so we know we can use that. Whoa. I'm gonna lag again. You mind throwing me a heal, my friend? Thank you very much. I wasn't really expecting a guy to come up. I mean, I just popped up there and didn't see anybody, and then. Oh, they must have spotted me. Yeah, I'm just checking. Now, see, this is another gate here that we're gonna have to get around. So we need to find a way, you know, to do that. Maybe go down that passageway there. Oh, the green key. And again, acid trap. Alright, so we're getting there. We're getting there. I might as well do one of these again. So now if we want to go back to the shrine, we're going to have to get to a trap. We got to be careful. If we call our hireling to us, he could run through that by, you know, being stupid. Alright. I need to head back. And try not to get zapped by all this acid here. Not a big deal, but you know, if you're not paying attention or you're fighting, you know, mobs while you're doing that, it could be a big deal. Okay, let's look at the map here. There's still a pretty good southern portion here we need to do, but we're getting through. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this shrine, and in fact, what I'll do is I'll just cast some resist on him, just in case something happens. He'll at least have a couple. Yeah, that'll work. And then I'll shrine. Those won't last very long, but you know, but they'll help him out. I'm gonna adjust my headset here while I'm shrine. Yeah, so they'll help him out a little bit, you know. And then I'll go ahead and cast on myself that. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and use this last one of the 10 minutes, just so we can make these last few charges count a little bit better. That'll be good. Alright. And we've got Expeditious Retreat, so that's good. Alright, so we're going to go up here. Make sure there's nothing different. I want to go back over here real quick, actually, and just double check this. So we still need to get over there. But we're not going to be able to do it in this direction, apparently. So we need to go up. And around. Oh, there's something I missed.
You gain entry through the locked door. Thual's chamber must be nearby.
Oh my gosh, what is that guy doing? He's like a kobold. He's going to climb up the ceiling here. Oh man, I saw somebody over there. There we go. There's a couple somebodies over there. Ah, hypnotism. I need to get up here and get a better shot at an angle of this guy. Oh, come on now. There. Target him. Uh-oh. Let me get the angle on that guy. It's just not happening on that angle. That's no big deal. We'll just bring the fight to them, I guess. Ah, stunned again. Gosh, the lag is just so atrocious lately. I'm firing and like, I know I've already fired like 3 arrows and like just nothing's happening. There's some goodies down there. Let's make sure we're not missing a lever or valve while we're up here. Alright, so I'm gonna hop down, grab that. Back around. Like having a jump is really good in here too because of the acid. Oh boy. I'm taking some damage. I'll hit one of these. I don't know what it is. I don't have a jump boost per se, but I think we're going to go ahead and use this. At least have a little jump going here. I'll just use this last one. Instead of just trying to get rid of some of these lower level and just move them out of the way. But now we're going to have to go through that, sadly. I'll pop that one out of the inventory. What else did we grab here? Anything else that's good? Oh, we got another one of these bark skins. Use that. And I guess we'll start using these lily extracts, because the other ones aren't really hard to get. The lily extracts are though. Okay, so we have a yellow lever we need to find. Oh, there's a valve. Yeah, I was up there and I was looking for a valve. There it is. I mean, I clicked. I looked around and I just didn't. Woo! These jumps, by the way, are kind of difficult. Because you can bounce your head on the ceiling and then it'll knock you down. And that was the yellow one, yeah. Alright, so let's get our goodies on again. And we're good on the acid. There we go.
By thinning out the Quickfoot gang, your path to Thual will be met with less resistance.
We'll get to that Thual. Just wait. Thual Masmataz. This is one of those quests where it always feels like you've missed a room or something, you know. Woo. Alright, so now we're back to this area. Okay. I think we'll clear out a little bit further and come back to this. There's a valve or something in here we have to pull, if I remember correctly. There's a lever there. Okay. So we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's see why that's important. So, oh, we can't go any further. It's like, well, and I want to take a look at the map here again too. See, now we've done all this. We did this area here we haven't been to. This area here, everything else we've actually been in and done. So that's good. So let's get another one of these. And let's hope our jump is good enough. So I really don't want to have to use another jump pot. I want to say there's another valve in here. Not seeing it though. Alright. I'm clicking the Q spam, nothing is happening. So this came up. We came through here already. Ooh, ambush. Boy, I am just really getting tired of firing firing arrows and nothing's happening. No dice rolls. You know. Alright, so now we have this open. And there's like a baby blue kind of purpley, whatever that is, purple, blue kind of lever we need to find and pull now. And here's a green one. So that means we're going to have to backtrack and then backtrack. Apparently. Alright. So yeah, let's hit one more of these. Alright, that sounded like that just moved something over here. That's funny. That was a green lever, wasn't it? Oh, it turned blue, that's what it is. I'm constantly looking at my buffs because they're very short-term buffs. They're only like 4 or 5 minutes long. I'm like constantly looking up there, going like, "Did that one cast or did that one not cast?" So I'm curious, like that. I just remember, for some silly reason, having to jump all the way through this room before. Apparently, you don't have to. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. We need to get our shield back on. Ooh, I don't want to waste all my charges here. Alright, and let's go ahead and do one of the acid resist again. There we go. Map again. Alright, so we're getting closer. It's kind of like we're almost making a full loop here. Kind of went through all this, now we're down here. So we need to get this and this and this area. So we're getting there. Getting there. Check behind me while I do that. Alright. Ooh boy, a lot of guys. A lot of guys. I'm tripping on my graphics here. Yeah, there's a lot of people here. You punk! You punk! Alright, let's do one more of those. I think it's... No, not quite time for that yet, sorry. Cool. Let's see what where we're at now. Okay, we're getting this explored. We'll probably get that explored, and then we'll do that. I'm not going to pull that lever yet. Usually when we pull lever, a bunch of guys pop out. Alright, let's get rebuffed at least for the acid. I'll hold off on Expeditious Retreat. I want to save my last two until we get closer to the end. Alright, so... We go down, right? If I remember correctly, yeah, down and then down here. We hadn't had that explored, so yeah, it's this room here.
You gained entry through the lock. The leader of the Quickfoot approaches.
Right, I'm gonna go ahead and expeditious retreat this now. I got 30 seconds of like being able to avoid magic missiles here. Alright, I'm running back here. The hot gates. The numbers will mean nothing here.
You dealt a mighty blow to the Quickfoot. Without their leader, they will be less organized and easier to deal with.
Alright. Whew, lucked out there. Cool. We got through that without having to use our shield, and our shield just ran out, so I didn't have to use the shield wand again. See, this is a spot I've seen a lot of people wipe right here too, because they think they're safe and they go for that chest, and then all these things start running down because they spot you, or they, you know, get aggro from a stray round, like, you know, my arrow going down there and aggroing something. So it's one of those spots you gotta be careful. Ooh, an eagle splendor. I can use that wand. It's actually something I can utilize. I don't have any charisma items. Getting there. Man, I told you guys, this is a long quest, and it's a tough one because it's, you know, one shrine, and you know, that's why I kind of get that hireling, because he has divine. That hireling is basically like the shrine in and of himself, you know, like Arius, because he has a divine vitality, and that's kind of one reason to have. Now this one, I think we can pick, but before we do, I want to go ahead and buff up, because there's probably a fight in there. Let's go ahead and use our boost while we have it. Please don't use them all up. There we go. I'll go ahead and throw a fresh one of these out, and then we'll switch this back, that back. And alright, so 29 is good enough to open it. I'm just checking, making sure nothing crazy is going to happen. Yeah, this is usually a chest that a lot of people can't get unless they have somebody that's able to pick blocks. So we'll go ahead and hit that bark skin potion too while we're at it. Alright, let's check our map again. I think we're doing pretty good here. We're getting close to the end, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this guy here. We'll have him stay right in here. Right? And he'll give me a heal and some divine vitalities. And I'll say, oops, come on back here. And I'll say thank you very much. You stay right there. Perfect. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Look at all these guys. Ooh, we got a named archer over here. What is that? Oran
The Drow
Zatlo.
overseer, Oran Zatlo, is dead. The coordination of Thual's defenders is crippled.
Thual, I'm going to find you. You can't hide in here forever. I will find you. checking here. Oops, I can't grab that. Until I jump up. I gotta jump up to grab it. Can't grab it at eye level for some silly reason. It's like a claustrophobia quest. There's really a lot of tight spots in here. You have to navigate little alleyways and such. Whew. Oh, come on now. I'm trying to shoot the barrels and trying to attack guys. It's like, oh, that's him right there. Alright. So let's get our buffs the way we want. Because we gotta make this fight happen the way we want it to happen. First, let's check our status here. Oop, we got unbreakable there. So we have the ransack, so we don't have to worry about that. And according to the map, let's see, this is the starting point, so this is the end point. It's so funny because right there is the end point. It's just hilarious that you start here and the end point is right near the beginning. Alright, so I'm gonna go back here to my little hireling guy. I'm gonna leave him back here. I don't want him getting hurt because he ended up messing up my XP report. Yeah, we're getting a lot of XP for this if you notice, 5,000. Alright, so let's think long-term and short-term buffs here. Long-term, we'll probably use the wands because they last 5 minutes. So we'll just want to start with, what was that one wand that we just got? The Eagle Splendor one. We'll lock that one down and use that one. Oh, we can go ahead and use this for sure. Okay, and then we'll use this one. I'll just buff myself up with everything I can. And then we'll use this one. And then this one. It's kind of like a priority thing, like which one you need more than the others. Alright, and then we'll go with this. Trying to go by, like I said, like the alright, let's close this down. Let's get every one of these. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wasn't trying to use the door. That's freaking hilarious. I need to put these things in my hotbar. Oh, that was funny though. Let's target that better. Alright, now I need to heal, and I need one of these, another one of these, and I think we are good and golden. Yeah. Got all our buffs running. Enough so, you know, we got enough of our buffs running, I should say. This guy is going to be interesting. Now, you guys have never seen this kind of critter before, so this is going to be fun. I'm going to, well, I'll go up a little bit further and sneak. I'll try to go these little side kicks first. Alright. That worked out really well. Let's see. Get rid of his assistant. Oh, his assistant's sweet. So that's a Drow Scaro. They are... I'll show you real quick without dying. I need to... These. Alright. Hopefully you got to see that. I bluff you, I bluff you, I bluff you! Oh, I bluffed him at the right time too. He did that freaking waves of fatigue.
You slew Thual Masmataz, the sadistic alchemist.
That was awesome.
Stormreach's water supply is safe for now.
Let's see if he'll do anything good to help me out here. Dude. I clicked myself 3 times. Double click, double click. I even heard the little tick noise. Yeah. Alright, so we got all that. Really nothing fancy as far as loot goes. But we got... Wow, that was a long quest. This is the longest episode yet, huh? But, like I said, it's a long quest and a hard quest. And I just want to double check, make sure we're not missing anything else here. Alright, cool. That's so neat that this is like the... I never really thought about that last time I've run this. But this wall right here is really... If you could just blast through that wall, you wouldn't have to run through all this nonsense to get to them. But I wanted to check one more thing before we finish out. So we got that minus 10%, which, you know... was sizable actually for this quest, but it's still not too bad because they got the scaling, so it compensated for the holidays. Yeah, so you have to kill these 2 optionals, but look at that, 225 monsters, and I think we got all the traps disabled. It just seems to me like there were more traps that you have to disable, but I guess that was it. So right at the beginning there, this first couple of traps, and all these breakables, 326 breakables. It's nuts. Anyway, let's get our reward. Thankfully, the quest giver is right outside, so we can get our reward and end this episode. A long one. All right, so we're in the marketplace, and let me just hop down here. I believe this is the guy, Apothecary. He's a concerned citizen. You have done a great deed for Stormreach. You are to be commended for your efforts. I mostly did it for myself. Poisoned water doesn't appeal to me. Alright. So, what do we have? Really not a whole lot of good stuff here. It's a little harder to see over there with that water. It's kind of... The lighting's a little bit better here. Alright, helmet accuracy. I mean, you know, nothing really that great. I think we'll just go for the heroic deeds. Unless one of these has like a blue slot on it. Or something like that. Maybe not. Okay. That's that. We did one of the hardest quests in the game, and again, didn't get much of a reward. Heroic deeds. But anyway, you know, another really hard quest I think will be this one here. We're gonna try to do that one as soon as we get to that level. But it's doubles assault here. It's a really popular quest. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and I think we'll start the depth chain after this.